Sho Genge, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Gugulethu Nyansumba, Jujuletwa, Sis you to some, and this is Uncomfortable Growth. To my returning subscribers to the Genge, I hope that you guys are well, and to those that are passing by, hope that you like what you see. You joined the Genge because the Mendem is on the road to 70k, bruv. Yeah, I think we're close to 62k. I feel like we hit 60k just the other day. So yeah, please make sure to tell your loved ones, your friends, your families, your enemies, I don't really care. Firstly, I would like to thank the Genge so much for celebrating my birthday with me. To you guys coming back and commenting on my YouTube video, especially my birthday vlog, my pre-birthday vlog, to the tweets, to the Instagram stories, to everything. I felt the love and it felt like such a special day. And thank you for celebrating with me and celebrating me, because we had a good time and y'all gonna see. Okay? Because I have a vlogging camera now. I have a vlogging camera now. So we were live in the motherfucking studio with the vlogging camera and the injected. I will drop the vlog sometime soon, but I had a sensational birthday. Like, hands down, best birthday I've had thus far. And it just seems like every year I'm having a bigger and better birthday, and that's what Africa deserves. So we're gonna keep doing that. We're gonna keep rocking until. No, we're not gonna keep rocking until I'm actually retired. I'm fragile, I'm in pain. So until the next Virgo season. Guys, today we are doing 24 things that I learned at 24. I did this video last year and you guys really liked it. And you know, I really have learned some things and things have changed. And firstly, I'm excited to be 24. I think that birthdays are such a blessing. I say this to you guys all the time. I believe in celebrations. So I feel good about 24. I feel a little bit more grown, a little more sexy, a little more juju. Okay? So I'm just in good spirits and I'm excited for what it is. It's my 25th year of living, you know? So like, I'm excited to see what I do with 25 and I have big plans. So the first thing on my list, the first thing I want to say is, being you isn't easy. So I often hear, or like often will be like, don't be anyone else, be yourself, because all like other personalities are taken and there's only one of you. But being you also isn't easy, especially when you have doubted yourself for so long, when you're still somewhat shy, when you don't want to show your personality off too much. No one knows what it is like to be you. I don't know your daily struggles. You don't know my life. You don't know my daily life. I don't know your daily life. Being you is hard, but it is worth it. And being you is better than trying to be something else, because when you're trying to be something else, you are depriving yourself and you're making yourself miserable and uncomfortable and you're not living to your full potential. But I do want to acknowledge that it's not easy. You have to constantly reaffirm yourself that, like, you know I'm that bitch, and sometimes I don't feel like it and sometimes I doubt it, but damn. So I just wanted to say, on the opposite end of the spectrum of like, being you is cool. I know it ain't easy, but it is worth it. And when you are yourself, it is the biggest gift you can give to yourself. Like, allowing for yourself to truly be who you are and express yourself in the manner in which you want and live a life that you have always wanted is one of the biggest gifts you can be, or you can give to yourself. So be yourself, but it ain't easy, but it's worth it. The second thing is, imali iyadingeka, guys. Hard work pays off. In high school, my parents would always say hard work pays off, and like I've said this before, my views on life were so distorted. I was like, I don't think so. I think life just really works with luck, and don't get me wrong, I think that is a thing, but put in the work and you will get what it is that you want. Put in the work and you will reap the rewards. Help yourself and the Lord will help you. Okay? So I've just come to realize that if I want something done, I need to do it. If I make excuses, it's not gonna happen. And I want money. I want to be soft. I would like to live large and in charge. There's so many things that I want to do for my friends, for my family, and for myself and the life I want to live. So guys, hard work pays off. If you're feeling, we all have lazy days, but just to shift yourself back into gear real fast and say, I got to do the work. Number 3, you are your biggest priority. It is important that you take care and check in with your loved ones around you. But if you do not take care of yourself, no one else can take care of you if you're not doing that for yourself. So your friends can check on you, your family can be there for you, but you need to make sure that you are doing the work that you need to do. You need to make sure that you're being taken care of in every aspect. Make sure that you're in your body and you feel good and you're taking care of yourself, and what Gugu wants, Gugu gets. Okay, princess treatment all the time. You make a plan for yourself. You don't make excuses for yourself. You want it, you get it, you do it. That's what I'm trying to say. Number 4 on the list that I've learned is to be hot. Guys, be hot. life is so short. I think that we've seen over the past 2 years with everything that has happened, we did not foresee these things coming. I often even feel like as women, sometimes we try to live up to certain moments. Like, oh no, when I'm this weight, I will wear that. And when I look like this, then I'll dress like that. Be hot, okay? Don't let your problems rule you. Don't look like your problems. We all have problems, but be cute and be hot and wear what you want and go where you want to go and date who you want and just be hot. Be hot. Okay, like I don't feel like we're told this enough. Like often, even sometimes as a strong woman, you know, I feel like if you're sure of yourself and if you're feeling cute, there are people who may want to bring you down or project what it is that they may be feeling or their insecurities onto you. That is none of your business because you're hot. So just be hot. So that's your business. If there's something that's your business, it's being hot. Okay, number 5, date. So I am someone who can be very reclusive when it comes to dating and stuff. Like I don't like just anyone in my space. But what I have learned over the past year is that I was robbing myself of certain experiences, and the way to learn is through living. Unfortunately, you can protect yourself to a certain point and a certain extent, but you cannot protect yourself from the daily inevitable things of life. And if you want love, you're gonna have to date. If you wanna have fun, go outside and date. Don't be scared to date. Don't be scared to try new things. Don't be scared to put yourself out there a bit. Life is about making connections. Don't feel judged. If you are single and you're going on dates back to back, that's what I like. And if anyone has anything to say about it, they must mind their business and go be sad in a corner because you're dating and you're looking hot at the same time, living your life. Obviously, we all have certain reservations and the things that we don't want and things we aren't willing to put up with. Don't, but in my 24th year child of living, I just wanted to have fun and allow for myself to explore within my own parameters and within my boundaries. But, Jordan, I mean, safely, you know? Yeah, I'm not talking about relationships when I say dates. I mean, also do that. But I'm just saying dates. Number 6, back yourself. If you believe in yourself, you are forcing everyone else around you to believe in you. Often when we are feeling insecure about something or self-conscious about something, we kind of give off that energy. You can tell when someone isn't necessarily sure of what they're doing or who they are as a person, and people can leech onto that and feed into that, which then makes you feel like, yo, maybe I'm not the shit and maybe I can't do this. You have to tell yourself every day. Guys, I don't feel it every day, but I wake up and I look in the mirror and I say, you did that. You did that, and there's so much more that you're going to do. And if you apply your mind, Google, and if you work hard, good things will come to you. Good things are for you. God is working in your favor. You know, I am highly favored. I am blessed. I know that. So walk in your light and you will walk in what you want to be. Like walk in your light and you will attract good things around you. If you can't believe in yourself, you don't give people around you a reason to believe in you. My 7th point is trust your elders and your parents. Guys, life is a journey. Life is a baller. So it is important, if you do have like family and friends, people you have relationships with who are older than you, have conversations with them. Ask for advice. Ask for, I don't know, just engage in conversation. I have found that in allowing myself to actually listen to my parents and not shut them off and automatically feel like they're cramping my style and that boo-hoo, they're boring, when I actually gave myself the chance or gave them the chance to truly be heard and allow for myself to listen to them and their words, my life has changed. You know, they've walked a very long life, a longer life than, I mean, of course, myself. So there are certain things that they have experienced and certain lessons that they can teach you, and so, like the things that my parents, especially my mom, has quite literally walked me through, and I would not have made it if it wasn't for that. So instead of thinking parents are boring, and if you're in high school, I know it feels like that, like they're cramping your style, you do this, they say this, you do that. I know parents really do want the best for you at all times. So if you can engage in conversations with older people, obviously do that. And if you have a good relationship with your parents, obviously I'm well aware that some people have toxic relationship with their parents, may not be able to have such easy conversations, but hopefully there is an adult-like figure in your life that you can have a check-in with, or just a prayer with, or a conversation of any sort. Number 8, guys, this is my biggest thing, and this thing has worked for me, and I want it to work for everybody. The tongue has power. Stop speaking bad things into your life. Stop speaking bad things over you. Stop speaking negativity. Guys, the tongue has power. I cannot stress this enough. Like, the more I hear myself, firstly, the more I hear myself say certain things, the more I believe it. Like, the more I hear certain things said in my voice, the more I'm like, yes, no, I'm right. And the more I speak positivity, I feel like the less other chance I'm giving any sort of negative vibes, energy, or whatever. And also, when you reassure yourself, it's easy to reassure others. And sometimes people are weird, okay? They want to come at you with their weird vibes, with their insecurities and whatnot. It's like, no, that's not going to happen to me. No, because I believe things will get better. I believe I will do well. I believe I will pass that exam. I believe that I am worthy. I believe that I am capable. I believe that I am enough. I believe I will get the job. I believe I will get it done. I believe that I can. I believe that this will come to pass. Guys, the tongue has power, and what you put out there is what you get. Okay, so don't speak negativity over your life. Like, and I know it's hard, it's not easy. I was once at a point in my life where I used to bag on myself quite a bit, like, oh good, but you're so, and just speak negativity over me. And because I was speaking it over myself, I really held on to that. I mean, I'm hearing my own voice every day, child. So I really held on to that, and it can destroy you, because if you don't think highly or good of yourself, it's so easy to take to people when they speak negativity over you or about you. So the tongue has power, okay? Say good things with your words. They will come to pass, all right? And I know this, right? Number 9, if you believe in God, trust God, okay? I have found so much peace in realizing that there are certain things that I just cannot control. No matter how hard I try, no matter what preparations I do, there are some things that are just far beyond me and above me. It is my job to do what it is that I can and control what I can. But the things that I cannot, I have given to God. You cannot spend your days stressing over something that is out of your control. You're stressing for free, my sister, my brother. There's nothing you can do. So just trusting God has allowed for me to live my life a whole lot easier, and for me to feel lighter in my walk, and just to know that, you know what, some things are too big for me. Like, I'm actually not the guy. Certain things happen in my life and I'm like, well, this is seeming like a God problem and not a me problem right now. So I'm gonna pray on it and know that he'll handle that, and I can just focus on what he needs for me to focus on at that time. Number 10, choosing peace is active. So I, for a very long time, had said that, like, yo, I like peace and I like a peaceful life, and but I was lying. I was lying, because you can't say you like a peaceful life and then still do things or actively put yourself in positions that will maybe cause for a situation to not bring about peace, to disturb your peace, to be in a situation that is not peaceful. So choosing peace is active, and choosing peace isn't always fun. Like, sometimes you actively have to sit out of certain things because you don't want to deal with the repercussions, because you don't want that situation or that energy in your life. You really actively have to say no to certain things and actively say, like, does this concern me? Do I want to be a part of this? Does this sit well with me? Does it trigger me? Does it, when you ask yourself these questions, and if the answer is no, then it's gotta go. And sometimes saying no is not easy, because maybe you're saying no to a friendship, maybe you're saying no to a relationship, maybe you're saying no to someone who you're cool with, but it actually just, it doesn't work with you, for you. It doesn't work with you, it doesn't work for you, so you gotta let it go. Choosing peace is active. You don't just, oh, I want to choose peace. It's not. You gotta put the work in. Number 11, the power of sacrifices. Again, if you want to live a certain type of life, you unfortunately have to make sacrifices and you have to work towards it. And I feel like my life until this point has been a reflection of that. There are certain things that I have let go of as a person, and I am now seeing the healing that I've done, and I am now seeing how far I have come far past that point, and how certain things weren't serving me. And sacrifices aren't easy, guys. Like, I want to rock this party and gitty dance, everybody make it hot, and every weekend, but I can't do that because I actually want to go far with my YouTube channel. And that's not to say that if you go out every weekend you can't go far, but for me, I know that I need to focus on my work, and maybe I can't go out this weekend because, child, I gotta save money. Not for a vlogging camera anymore, because we have one for a laptop now, but sacrifices are worth it, and they're not easy, but at the end of the day, you want to get somewhere, you want to get something, put in the work. Life is a baller, and you quite literally have to work for the things you want. If you don't work, nothing's gonna happen. Like, you can suffer well every day, hey? We can manifest. And I believe in manifestations, please, amen, Lord. I believe in them, but you actually have to do the work. You have to do a little something, you know? Number 12, what you got is what you got. Work with what you have, okay? And in this instant, I'm talking about my body. I have spend so many years hating my body and beating myself up for gaining weight and beating myself up for not looking like this and not looking like that and not being able to wear this and wear that. It is boring. It's fucking boring. It's tired. Let it go. Okay? What you got is what you've got, and what you've got is beautiful. So I've learned that, like, yo, maybe I like my legs, so I'm gonna start showing my legs more. I'm gonna show off what I have. I'm gonna work with what I have. Like, oh, I like my smile. I don't know, you know, I'm gonna smile everywhere I go, be smiley miley, but don't tear yourself apart. Rather look for the things that you like and really learn to accentuate that. English, y'all know what I mean. Accentuate that and celebrate that. Because nothing that you have, your body, your face, a feature is a mistake. You are beautifully and wonderfully made, and you need to believe that, and you're a piece of art. There's no one that looks like you. There isn't another you. Okay, so work with what you have, shake what your mama gave you. But obviously, if you're in the position to ever change that, because we have monies for BBLs, do what you've got to do. That's also working with what you have, because now you have the money to really make the things. But I'm just saying, obviously we all can't afford to have BBLs, you know? And sometimes you're in a depressive episode and you can't go to the gym. It's just very important to know that you look good regardless. You don't always have to want to work towards a certain goal in order to feel good. You should feel good at every stage. 13, I said this in my one last year, but boys are buses, guys. One leaves and another arrives. I don't want any member of the gang. I don't want any woman specifically, child, being in a situation whereby she is holding on to the relationship because she doesn't believe that she will find better, or doesn't believe that someone will love her fully, or someone will love her better than what she's currently being loved as. And honestly, if you know in your heart of hearts, like if you're settling, like sometimes you say like, I don't know if someone's gonna love me better, but you do. You do, because you know that what you're receiving here is a bare minimum. So boys are buses. One leaves, another arrives. You want to get on that bus? Get on that bus. Enjoy that bus. Guys, buses go to different places. Eh? There's a bus from here to Cape Town. There's a bus from here around the corner. It doesn't matter how short the ride is. It doesn't matter. If you don't want to get on that bus, don't get on that bus. But what I do know is that it bus is a booyah. Okay, so don't hold yourself to certain things or keep yourself in situations that just don't serve you, that don't make you feel good, that don't celebrate you, that don't appreciate you. All right. Number 14, things don't get easier, you just learn how to manage better. And I wish I was told this in high school, because I thought life gets better. I thought you go to varsity, you find the love of your life, you guys leave varsity, and then you get a job, you get married, you have some kids, and voila. But like, life isn't like that. All of our journeys are so different, and that in and of itself needs to be celebrated, because your journey makes you who you are, and what you've done and gone through has built you to be the person that you are today, which is worth celebrating. You learn yourself more. You learn what it is you can and cannot handle. You teach people how to treat you. You have a better support system. You learn to cry through your emotions. You learn how to label your emotions. Maybe it is to journal, but as much as it doesn't get easier, it gets better in that you will know how to manage these situations, and that I'm hoping you have a good support structure, group, friends around you to help you get through it. You know, I don't like this notion of like, oh, life only gets harder. It does get harder. It really, really does. But it's also, you get to enjoy it a bit more because you know how to manage certain things. I feel like when we first go through things in varsity, or maybe even high school or whenever, it really knocks you down because you've never seen that experience before. You've never had to deal with that. You've never had to feel those emotions maybe. But obviously life, you keep feeling it. You feel, you're like, I know this, the anxiety, that one. I know that when I'm anxious, maybe I need to. I know that when I feel like this, I don't feel comfortable. I know that when I'm sad, I want to be alone. You know, you learn these things. Number 15 is a big one. Create the moment. Stop waiting for certain things to happen so you can do certain things. Like I said earlier, like don't put pressure on yourself to lose weight and then, oh, when I look like this, I can wear that. For my birthday, for my whole situation, I made that moment. I wanted to dress up. I knew I wanted to dress the fuck up. I wanted a cute dress. I wanted to feel cute. And I was like, I don't have to wait for my 25th birthday. I don't have to wait until maybe I've achieved more. I created the moment and I allowed for myself to live in it and enjoy it and to feel celebrated and to feel special. So whatever it is you've been waiting for, if you can create the moment for yourself, do so. Don't wait for things to fall into place and fall into line in life. That often doesn't happen. We know life ain't like that for shit. For shit. So yeah, be active about it, be present and create a moment for yourself, because you also deserve that. Like, this thing of wanting life to hand us good things or good moments is not realistic. You have to make them. Number 16, fight with love. at all times. I know that anger is a very big emotion and it definitely deserves to be felt, and it can show itself in different ways and it can show different characteristics of you and your personality, but always remember to fight with love. Life is short, we are living on borrowed time, and this is not to invalidate anyone's anger for whatever it is that they may be feeling or what in whatever situation. But I do want to say that even if you are angry with someone or you are in a situation and there is a way forward, like what's important when you fight with someone is that you're fighting against the situation and not each other. So this thing has upset you and you, the people involved, are fighting against this thing or trying to find a middle ground. Don't say terrible things to people when you're angry. And I know it's not easy and sometimes you slip, but just remember who you're fighting with and what you're fighting for. That's what's really important. Like, it's not, oh fuck you, oh gang sign, oh gang sign. It's hard to come back from things like that. Like it really is. So remember that this is someone I love. Yes, they've upset me right now, and yes, I'm disappointed, and yes, I'm angry, but I know I still love this person. So even in expressing my anger, let me not cuss them out. Let me not burn a bridge that may never be able to be fixed again. 17. Allow yourself to be happy. I have found that because there has been so much that has happened over the past 2 years in the world and around us, sometimes we feel like we don't get to celebrate a moment, or we don't get to be happy because so much bad is happening around us. If we are dictated, or if you as a person are dictated by everything that is happening around you constantly, you'll never be happy. I hate to say this, we live in a big, bad, ugly world. Like we really do, and you have to create your own light in your own little life. So if there's something that you want to celebrate, celebrate it. If you're feeling like you're in a good mood and you're hopeful, do that, because also happy energy is super infectious. If you're in a good mood and you're positive, the chances of you being infectious and making someone else feel better, and maybe someone else feeling hopeful, and also just being able to see people accomplish things even in a time like this, is something that I think we really need to see. We feel super hopeless, we don't know what the future is looking like. The economy is saying pasalaga. Cyril hasn't talked to us in a few days and a few months, child. So we don't know what it is that's happening, and if something good is happening in your life, you're allowed to feel that and you're allowed to celebrate that. So just allow yourself to be happy. Make space for yourself to be happy. I feel like often we make so much space for like other emotions, for us to be sad and overwhelmed and whatnot, but like if there's a moment and you're in the mood, be in the mood and be happy. 18. Prayer changes lives. I grew up in church, and in church, I don't know, it felt like prayer was restrictive in the way I spoke to God and when the prayer happened. So like pray in the morning, pray at night. But ever since discovering my own relationship with God and forming my own relationship with God, prayer has changed my life. Guys, I pray over the smallest things. Like the smallest things. Guys, I'm even too embarrassed to say what it is that I just prayed about before I sat down and recorded this video, but it brings some sort of calming over me. It's nice to know that I'm being listened to and that what I'm praying about will be heard and something will be done. And it may not always look like, it may not be done in the manner in which I want for it to be done, but I know that He has my best interest. So I believe in prayer, and I'm gonna keep praying, because it's protecting me and my loved ones. 19, take care of yourself. So again, we have loved ones, we have family, we have friends and all of that, and they can only do so much. It is so important that you actively take care of yourself. Like no one can make you stop a bad habit unless you want to stop a bad habit. No one can get you to go to the gym unless it comes from you and you go to the gym. No one can help your mental state unless you decide that, hey, I want to be better and get better and maybe try things that can make me feel better. It is important for you to actively take care of yourself. Like I always use the word actively because sometimes I just feel like we think certain things happen passively and that things just fall into place, and I've realized in life it's about being active in what you want and active in what you do, even the small things. So take care of yourself actively. Like you are having a bad day and you wanna chill at home and not do anything and have a mental health day, do that, okay? You are tired of a certain situation that you have control over that will make you feel better, take control over that. Take care of your 20. It is okay to not know and to not have it all together all the time. Guys, I feel like I am so young. Because I am young. Surely I am young. I'm young, please. Yes, I'm young. But at the same time, I do feel the pressure to have things together and know where I'm going and what my future looks like and all of this stuff. And I beat myself up when I sometimes am confused or sometimes don't know what to do or how to go about a certain situation. And it's like, Google, that's life. you will never know everything at any point in your life. Not at 20, not at 30, not at 40. I'm sure there are days when my parents wake up and they're like, what the hell we gonna do now? And cool, you may not know in that moment, and obviously you can come to a solution at another time or whatever, but it's okay not to know, and it's okay not to have it all together all the time. Please, I'm a mess. 90% of the time I'm confused. I don't know what's happening here. 21. Let go of the spirit of comparison. The spirit of comparison is a killer, okay? When you are comparing yourself to other people, when you're comparing yourself to how other people look, or when you're comparing yourself to the achievements of others, you are taking away from yourself. You're no longer making it about you, but about others, and you'll never live up to anyone else. You will never, because you're not them. So if someone is doing well in their life or whatever, celebrate that and get motivation from that and inspiration, but don't compare yourself. Don't feel like you haven't done enough because someone has done more. I don't know what it takes to be you in a day, and no one else knows that. So you are accelerating and you are progressing at a pace and in a manner that is fitted and suited for you. And yes, we want certain things to happen, and maybe they aren't right now, but there will be a day where they do happen. Everything will come to pass. Okay, so yeah, the spirit of comparison is a thief, and it'll make you blind to the good things in yourself, and it'll make you blind to your own achievements, and you will never feel good enough. And there's nothing worse than not feeling good enough for yourself. Number 22, the past holds you back. Guys, the more you fixate with your past, the more you stay there. The more you try to prove points to people in your past, the more, I was gonna say the more whack you are. But like, you're not allowing yourself to live. You're not in the present. You're trying to prove a point, guys. Proving points is tiring. I know there was a point in my life where I would try like console myself by playing scenarios where I'm stunting on everybody that's said, and then I realized, Google, these people that you say you don't care about are taking up majority of your day, majority of your thoughts, and living in your head rent free. And those people don't care. They're not stressed about you. They don't care about you stunting on them. They're not shaking for you. They're not doing anything. So let go of your past, and whatever is there is there. Whoever did you wrong is there. Whatever point you wanted to make back then that you can't now, it's okay. Make peace with that. But let go of your past. Give yourself the opportunity to build the future that you want. That is going to take a whole lot of energy. That is going to take a whole lot of time, a whole lot of work. And if you are fixated on the past, on something you cannot change, you're only putting yourself at a disadvantage. Like, don't work against yourself. Don't do that. Let the past go. 23. What I have found is that the more grateful you are, the more you're given. So I don't see anything as a coincidence anymore in my life. Everything is a blessing. And I think 2020 and 2021 have taught me that. Things that I used to take for granted, like just waking up, being able to see my friends, embrace my friends, go out for lunch or whatever. All of these things are blessings, and blessings all sit on a very big scale, from tiny to huge, but at the end of the day, it's a blessing. And the more I have been grateful for in my life, the more I have received. Also, the more you're grateful for, the more present you are, and the more you understand just how beautiful a moment may be and what life is about, and you create moments that are really worth living for. And that's what helps me, like having moments where I feel like this is what life is about, like just having all of my friends in a room, sharing a meal with someone, being able to do certain things is everything. So be grateful, even if I know times are tough, and I know that people have gone through very dark and hard, trying times, but if there's something to be grateful for, no matter how small it is, like, be grateful for it, because I honestly believe that the more you're grateful for, the more you're gonna get, and I want all of us to get it. And number 24, live. And living means different things at different times. Sometimes me living is me ravazing in the club, and sometimes me living is giving myself the day off so I can sit in bed and just recuperate and regather and breathe. And sometimes me living is me putting myself up to something, like, or trying to achieve something I've never done before, or challenging myself, or forcing myself to have uncomfortable conversations so that I can save relationships and not be a coward and run away. Like living, like, be present in life, in everything that you do, and have fun. Living means different things to me on different days, and that's okay. Like, you don't have to have this uniform or this structure that you follow every day, like, oh, I went to run today, I'm living my best life. My best life is different on different days, because I'm a different bitch on different days, and I want different things all the time, and that's okay. So I hope you guys enjoyed my 24 things I learned at 24. I'm excited for this chapter of my life. I'm excited for our YouTube journey. I'm excited for our vlogs, because we got a vlogging camera. That's all I have to say to you guys, okay? I love y'all.